What's up, everybody? Before we get into the video with you guys today, we want you guys to tune in April 19th and 20th as we will be live hanging out with our boys, FAP Reactions, and our honorary Goose Alec as we watch WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 41 live stream. You got to be tuned in to do so. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when we go live. Also, follow us on our socials to see clips and videos that we'll post leading up to the big show. But now, let's get into the video. Yo, what's going on, guys? CTD from C2 Wrestling. Look, we just wrapped up recording the podcast, Snowden and myself. It drops tomorrow. Make sure you check it out. We break down Cena and Cody. We break down Swipe Right debuting on NXT. Journey style, we go our separate ways. I'm sitting on my phone, getting ready to head out, and I see breaking news from PW Insider. Rusev re-signed with WWE immediately. I got to grab the microphone. I got to get on. I got to start talking about this. Rusev back to WWE, according to reports, PW Insider. I'm sure we will get further confirmation. I'm sure we will get official confirmation if this report becomes true. So we'll treat it like it is true. If so, Rusev going back to WWE. Now, Rusev left WWE quite some time ago, goes to AEW under the moniker Miro, has a TNT title reign. There was some moments where Miro really was awesome in AEW. And then nothing but rumors, nothing but speculation. I'm not going to touch on any of those because I can't sit here and say that I know for sure confirmed this issue was real, for sure confirmed this was a problem. I don't know. So I'm not going to touch on it and speculate as if they were or were not. What I am going to do is talk about Rusev in WWE previously and how massive he was under Rusev Day and how awesome it was and how much everybody loved him. And now, if he got that over then, if that happened now, who knows what could have happened for Rusev. So now's the chance to right some wrongs, if we're being honest. His return to WWE instantly. What brand does he go to? Who does he feud with? I mean, those are the things we got to touch on, right? First thing that comes to mind, SmackDown, they get Ray Phoenix on Friday. It seems they're getting Aleister Black coming soon. One would have to guess Rusev goes to Monday Night Raw. No, we have NXT even just recently got Ricky Saints. They obviously have partners with TNA. They kind of have an influx. People go down there. Also, Rusev was in the company and pretty established. He doesn't need to go back to NXT. Not that it is some sort of demotion in my eyes, but to others it may be. So instantly I'm like, all right, well, he fits in on Raw. Raw must be it. Well, who does he face? When does he return? When does he come back? Raw after WrestleMania sounds nice. That's not impossible. You want a nice big pop? You want the crowd to go crazy? Rusev Day? Now, I don't want him to come back straight up Rusev Day. It's been years now, and he's obviously evolved, and wrestling has evolved. But imagine his return the night after WrestleMania. I mean, that Monday Night Raw, it is for the debuts, it is for the returns, it is for the surprises. It's the start of the new season in WWE. That fits in. What if it's a day or two before? What if it's at WrestleMania? Now, if this news came on Sunday, I'd be like, no, no shot, makes no sense. But on Raw, we have Ludwig Kaiser cutting a promo about how the hell is he not on WrestleMania. If you listen to the podcast, Snowden and myself, we've hammered home if there's one guy, we only had the choice, one guy we were afraid wasn't going to make the card but deserves to be on. We said Ludwig. Ludwig deserves to have a WrestleMania match. He's one of those unsung heroes of Monday Night Raw to us. He's been on every single week. He's put on fantastic matches. He's put over a multitude of people. He's helped establish this guy, Penta. He deserves a WrestleMania match. And although I'm not a believer in put everybody on the card, make every match a multi-person match, I am a believer in certain people should probably be on. And Ludwig falls into that category. I would be very upset if Ludwig didn't have a match at all. It doesn't have to be a 20-minute match, but he deserves a spot on the card in some way or some form. Now all of a sudden I'm like, what? What if he complains so much next week and the following week, and Adam Pearce says, you know what, you are going to get your WrestleMania match, but I'm not going to tell your opponent, and it ends up being Rusev who returns and faces him, squashes him for all we know. Who knows? However the match goes, that'd be something. But now that also adds into the mix. Well, you're bringing him in as a face. Would you bring him in as a face? Would you bring him in as a heel? If he comes in as a face, all right, you can face Ludwig. You start thinking you could face Gunther at some point. You could face a Braun Breaker, who's kind of both heel and face. You could face the Judgment Day. What if he comes in as a heel? You could face Penta. You could face AJ Styles. You could face Jey Uso. I mean, I'm just plucking random people, but there is a multitude of people. We've talked about this previously, but I want to mention this point here. Ray Phoenix debuting in WWE, almost every matchup feels fresh because he's never been in WWE. Aleister Black returning to WWE, almost every matchup still feels fresh because it's been so long since he's been in WWE that there's a lot of new talent that he's never faced. There's a lot of talent that he's faced before, but may as well be completely different people. I mean, he had a feud with Cody Rhodes in AEW. They both may as well be different people at this point. And the same goes for Rusev or Miro. Does he come in as Miro? Does he come back as Rusev? I would assume Rusev. But yes, he's faced Sheamus. Yes, he's faced other guys who are on the roster. He's faced Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston. I mean, they may as well just be different people. It may as well be different wrestlers because wrestling changes so much. They face again. He faces Rey Mysterio. It is not like he is facing Rey Mysterio from 10 years ago, the last time he faced him, whenever that was. This is a brand new matchup. I am all for this. Obviously, I love Rusev. I am excited for it. It adds to the mystique of WrestleMania weekend. It adds to the unexpected moments that we could get. Maybe we don't get him at WrestleMania. Maybe we don't get him the Raw after WrestleMania. Then you're going to start watching the show, and every show you're going to be like, man, when's Rusev going to show up? Are we going to get Rusev this show? Does he show up in this story? Does he attack this person? Does he face this person? I love it. Look, I was one of the many who loved Rusev Day. We all thought he was going to win the United States Championship at WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. Was it 34? He loses the multi-man match where Bobby Roode came in as champion. Orton was in the match. Jinder, whose entrance was during the showing of the commentators, ends up winning it. And we all were like, what the fuck? Didn't see that coming. Well, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but WrestleMania is in New Orleans again next year. And if Rusev is back, if Rusev gets some push that he deserved back then, maybe that's for when some rights happen. We right wrongs and we finish stories of where things should have happened in the same stadium, the same venue, the same event. Years later, he gets a bigger moment. I don't know what you guys think. I would love to know it, though. Get down in the comments. Do you want to see Rusev back in WWE? Who do you want to see him face? Do you think he shows up Mania weekend? Do you think he shows up the Raw after WrestleMania? The beauty of it all is if he does show up, our live reactions will be recorded. Whether it's at WrestleMania, whether it's on Monday Night Raw, we will be live for WrestleMania, recording our reactions as well for Monday Night Raw. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, so you know when we go live. The live is already posted, ready to go, even though we are like 18 days away. I can't wait to see you all there. The FAP Reactions reunion hosted by the honorary Oos Alec. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. I will see you guys there. WrestleMania season just keeps getting hotter. The unexpectedness has just ramped up a bit. Do we get Rusev on Raw? Do we get Rusev at Mania? Do we get Aleister Black at Mania? Do we get Aleister Black on SmackDown? Gotta watch and find out. Catch you guys next time.